Welcome to the Climate Hackathon.
Award ceremony.
Yes.
It's the award show, Udia.
Yes,
High
I'm so
five.
excited.
It's been so exciting. The last 48 hours, all of you wonderful people have been hacking away, creating solutions for a sustainable future. And today we're going to find out who are the winners, the 3 finalists and winners of those 3 challenges. It's been an incredible 48 hours.
Yes, you've done such a good job. We've heard rumors. You've been creating great solutions.
From all over the world.
Yes, from all over the world, coming in from Finland, Nigeria, Canada, and Lebanon, and Singapore, and US, and even India.
So it's all over the world,
Yes.
250, over 250 participants. So, hey, do us a favor right now, write in the comments, have you slept? Have you had 1 hour sleep, 2 hours sleep? Hopefully it's been an amazing experience because this is all about meeting people, working on solutions, using your skill sets for a sustainable future. This has all been put together. The main partner, of course, is Microsoft, organized by Maximum. This is my wonderful co-host, Udia Oftedal.
Udia, nice to meet you, and this is
Matt C. Smith. Udia, what is the agenda for the next 40 minutes or so?
You know, we are going to get to know the winners, of course, and we will be talking to the judges, and I'm super excited. We got 16 submissions, actually.
16 submissions, all solutions that may actually, well, go on after this to help all of us, again, I keep reiterating the point, build a sustainable future. Now, there were 3 categories, right? There were 3 challenges set. So the first challenge, as a reminder, was challenge 1 from Hub Ocean and Cognite, zero emission and nature-friendly marine transportation. The cool thing was that they actually, Hub Ocean specifically, provided all their back-end data sources. So there was thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of data sets for our hackers to build solutions for. The second challenge from Inditex was calculating precise energy and water consumption at manufacturing facilities, something that me being from South Africa could benefit from. So Inditex and the winner of that challenge, please build a solution for South Africa. We need it. And the third challenge, of course, was from DNB, the big bank here in Oslo, in Norway actually, reducing energy consumption of household and commercial buildings. Now, let's recap the criteria. What were the videos that we're going to see today from the 3 finalists focused on? And what have our judges been measuring everyone on, Udia?
Well, they had 4 criteria on impact, feasibility, implementation, and originality. So how much of an impact did the solution, or how much of an impact and potential does the solution really have? And is the solution realistic in terms of the technological and legal aspects? And how original is it, and how much did they manage to do throughout these 48 hours?
And that's the exciting thing about a hackathon, isn't it? It's about, 48 hours, this set time sprint, basically. And I just want to thank our challenge owners, Hub Ocean and Cognite, Inditex and DNB, for providing real-world challenges to find solutions for, because we have 3 prizes. What are the prizes?
$1,500 US
money.
each of the challenges. Yes.
Exactly, and that can be spent however you want. Go and have a party to celebrate the last 48 hours.
Spend it on continuing the
or invite us to the party.
Yes, or that.
We're also going to have 2 separate little awards in the next 20 minutes or so. But we've had 7 judges who have joined us throughout this program. Microsoft are the sponsor of these prizes. These judges, these 7 judges, we're going to speak to them one by one in just a moment. I want to do one last thing, just to thank everyone for taking part in this. Give us a wave. If you
Tag your flag is what you used to say. Yes, I love that.
If you can do in the comments where you're watching this from. Did you find a team that was diverse? Let us know. I hope that you've connected with people, because hackathons aren't just a setting to, of course, create a sustainable future and solutions for real-world problems, but it's connecting people. I can honestly say that I've met so many fantastic, like-minded people during hackathons, which has meant that I've had these individuals that I could co-create with going forward, maybe even work with creating a solution and a business. Now, 7 judges from all around the world as well, from different organizations.
They're with us now.
They're with us right now. So I want to jump straight over to Aiden Gensler from Microsoft. We heard from him at the kickoff, at the opening, exactly 48 hours ago, right? Since it's been that long since we kicked things off. Fun fact about Aiden. Aiden has lived in 3 continents. He holds 3 passports, speaks 3 languages, and plays the saxophone. So he's musically inclined too. Aiden, how are you, my friend?
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Hey, buddy. Why did you decide to join the Climate Hackathon as a judge, Aiden?
Look, I've been at Microsoft for 14 years, and in the last 3-4 years, what we have been doing as a company is really fascinating in terms of the commitments we are making in the market as a company, but also it's a kind of motivation for all the employees to contribute to the sustainability, global issues, global challenges in sustainability. So we are all passionate. I'm very passionate about it. And I've been acting as a Western Europe champion in sustainability as well, in addition to my role. So that's why I decided to join. And I got an invitation also, Xiaopeng, behind the doors, you know, like, hey, you want to join us? I couldn't say no, of course. I'm happy.
Thanks for joining us, Aidan. Who's next on the judges?
Paraskevi, who's also coming in from Microsoft. And I have a fun fact about her, which I like, which is you are enjoying reading marine biology cartoons and comics. I never even saw any of those. I would like, no, never heard of it. And I love it. Paraskevi, welcome. And what has been your favorite submissions among all these submissions?
Hi there. It's been really great to be here today reviewing all these like very inspiring projects. So I think I have two favorites. So the first one is the Cetus project. That puts a focus on biodiversity, mitigating impact of like marine life and whales. So tracking collision of vessels with marine life. And the second one is the carbon footprint management. So I think that's important because it's a management app helping us like remaining aware of like our sustainability habits. So I found this very interesting.
Nice. We'll see if any one of them wins.
We'll see soon. Stay on. If you're watching this and you think you might have won, trust me, we're going to tell you in just a minute. Next, one of our wonderful judges, Rita. How are you? Rita from Maze, an impact accelerator. Rita would basically, fun fact, be a disabled person if it wasn't for prescription lenses and glasses. Rita, I'm curious. Maze is an impact-focused accelerator, right? So how could some of the solutions we see today, or some of the people involved, get involved in your program? And how does your program work?
Hello. So good to be here. So at Maze, we have two programs actually, that work with impact startups at an earlier stage and helping these founders to grow their companies. One of them is called MazeX, and it's a generalist program. So in terms of thematics, as long as they are impact focused. And the other one is called the Blue Bio Value program, where the focus here is on ocean economy. So it's relevant for some of the projects here. And actually, right now, we don't have applications open for any of these programs. For the Blue Bio Value, they closed last week. But
maybe today we could do a special, a little sneaky climate hackathon, backdoor entrance for any of our participants, maybe, Rita?
Yeah, I mean, it's a matter of talking. No, but actually, in terms of, I think that these projects here are very early, and the point of a hackathon is to stimulate ideas, to get the teams together, to learn the methodology, to get going. And for an actual accelerator, we look for startups that have already validated some of their assumptions, already have taken the first step. So these are the steps starting tomorrow for all these projects. And I'm super, happy to talk to these potential founders, when they continue their journey. And because, life is a marathon, right? And the life of entrepreneur is a marathon, not necessarily a hackathon. So this is now starting tomorrow.
Thanks so much, Rita.
Congratulations to everyone. It was really cool to read all the projects.
So connect with Rita. Make sure you do that, because you might well actually be able to be a participant in a portfolio company of Maze going forward. And just for those of you who are new to this world of tech and hackathons, a hackathon is this effectively design sprint, really, where we had 48 hours to create solutions for a sustainable future. And specifically, accelerators like Maze are very much a next step. Well, actually, an incubator might be the next step to that. When you have an idea and you want to incubate that idea, continue to iterate on what you've created during this hackathon, and then you can apply for accelerators such as Maze, where they'll take you over anything from a 3 to 6 month program. It's called an accelerator because it's accelerated learning. So they try to set you up with all the different business areas you need support in. And at the end of the program, there's a demo day where you get to pitch to investors and, fingers crossed, maybe get some investors on board.
So
Who's
check
next?
it out.
Check it out.
Jose coming in from company Inditex, and what his fun fact is that he actually grew up very close to the very first Zara store.
Why is all stylish?
Yeah, exactly. But he ended up becoming very passionate about circular economy and sustainability. So, Jose, welcome. We would like to know if you see any opportunities for any of the concepts that have now been presented to you for the past 48 hours and what the next steps are.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Great to be here. Sure. Yeah. One of the things we were pursuing with this hackathon is just looking for inputs and ideas on how could we solve a problem, which is present throughout the industry. So we should appreciate all the projects presented by the participants. And related to next steps, well, the first thing is sharing this information internally here. I've already done with some of my colleagues, and they were really excited about it too. And now we have to see how they fit with our current developments and our initiatives, and see if we can find a match here. So great to see the good work from all the participants.
Right. Thanks for having you.
So our next judge on the list, and we had 7 judges, we're going through them in order, is Aiko from D&B. Now, Aiko, fun fact about Aiko, she used to make her own miso. Now, you might be familiar with miso soup. It's a Japanese fermented dish, which is actually not too dissimilar to sake, Aiko. So what were you really making? Were you trying to make some sake? I think so. But Aiko, I want to ask you a question, which is how can tech and data people get involved in building solutions that support the climate effort and climate causes, because many of the participants are those individuals. Today might have been their first step. So what is your advice to them?
Thank you, and thank you so much for inviting us to be part of this great climate hackathon. So my advice for those people who are into technology and data is to nerd out. And nerd out is not exactly on technology topics, but on climate, on biodiversity, on very much like these ESG domain-specific topics, because without understanding, climate is an extremely complex problem, right? It's a wicked problem. And we need to look at it from so many different perspectives if we're going to find the right solution. So, the worst thing me as a technologist can do is to start using the hammering solutions out of the way. We need to talk together. We need to understand the topics. We need to work with the people who are in the front lines, working with climate. And in that way, we can build together a solution that will work in the best possible way. So my advice is nerd out on biodiversity, on climate, and then talk to people who are working on those fields so you can work together.
But Aiko, this was actually your first hackathon we heard some rumors about. Can you tell us very briefly what you think?
Yeah, well, thank you, Ilya, for asking. Yes, I'm a hackathon virgin. So first time in this event, and I thought it was so interesting because of the diversity of the participants, the different levels of complexity of the solutions. But the most interesting thing for me was that I saw a lot of the students who are actually submitting to the hackathons. They were so engaged, and they really, really thought this was an important issue. And I found that energy extremely inspiring. So that's one of the reasons why I'm really thankful for being here, because in Norwegian there's a term called ildsjæl, which is this
Ildsjæl, fire soul,
Oh,
like
wow.
fire
soul.
Yeah.
And I saw many fire souls today, and amongst the participants, but also amongst the judges and the organizers. So very inspiring.
Thank you so much, Aiko. I wanted to add to that as well. As you said, Aiko, sustainability is a very broad term. And it's really just an umbrella term that many of you may have heard of, or many of you may not have heard of. The Sustainability Development Goals set by the UN. There are 17 goals, which are targets, effectively, ranging from climate issues in the sense of reducing the 0.5% increase in global temperatures, to oceans, to education. So there's actually equality, gender equality, you name it. So there's actually a series of 17 different targets, because I think many people get overwhelmed when they think, how can I have an impact in this space, right? Where do I start? What do I do? Do I backtrack my day, my week, my life, and go, where do I see problems? Where can I build solutions for that? But a good place to start is the SDG goals. So go check them out. UN Sustainability Development Goals. It's a mouthful.
Yes, all right. One of our next judges is Christian from Hub Ocean. And we just learned that he cycled on the, not the length of Norway,
length,
but how do you
yeah.
say it? No, was it? Yeah,
I
it was
think you did the length right, Christian.
Well,
the
yeah,
length
it
of
was
Norway, which is what? One of the
in
longest
the rain.
coastlines in the world.
Yeah, in the rain.
Mad.
Yes. Welcome. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your top 3 list of all these submissions?
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, Christian. Oh, we lost you there for a second, my man.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, there you
We
are.
hear you.
I'm back,
Yes.
I think. Yeah.
He's
first of
still
all, I have to
cycling
say
now,
that-
that's why.
Yeah.
He's on his bike. It's a fake background.
I was really impressed by all the work that the participants have put in such a short amount of time. And so my personal top 3 is the queue system in the Panama Canal. I think that was a very cool project addressing a very important thing in the industry with this hurry up and wait mentality that a lot of ships are doing. And so I think that project has a lot of possibility for impact. And it's of course not just a technical challenge, but it's also a challenge to get everyone aboard on such a solution. So it might be a little hard to get rolling. I also like the Shipwash, the project that has a system for monitoring hull cleaning, which is also an important factor of reducing emissions by maritime vessels. And it's probably an easier solution to get going because you can go to individual ship owners. And then we have Avera, the automated vessel emissions and routing dashboard. They had done an amazing job of using the data, processing the data, and actually creating a working dashboard. So that was really cool to see. And I think the impact from that is that you can quite easily make these emissions data more transparent and make them available to the public. And I think that's also a very important step into reducing emissions in this industry. So a lot of cool submissions. That was my personal top 3. We'll see who wins.
Fingers crossed. Maybe one of those top 3 would win as well. Let's wait and see. We're almost there at the winner announcements. One more judge to talk to. But actually, I was going to make a point on that. Some of these solutions are really topical because I don't know if you remember, Urja, and you might remember watching this too, that one of those ships got stuck in the canal, didn't they? And blocking for, I mean, and there was all these memes of little trucks trying to take this ship out. I think that solution, one of the ones you mentioned about, managing the flow of ships through the canals there would be really valuable.
Definitely.
Right. So our final judge of the day, Louise. Now, Louise is an interesting character. Hey, Louise, one of our Microsoft champions. Louise has been around the world, stepping in each 5 continents. He's also hiked a glacier. And along the sustainability trend, his house, his car, his life is all sustainably run, right? You live in a fully electric house with aerotherm, solar panels, EV chargers. Interesting. So on brand for this day's event and the hackathon. But I'm curious, actually, as a Microsoft individual, as a team there, how will you support these businesses or these ideas, actually, going forward? And how can Microsoft support them? And how should they reach out to you?
Yeah, hi, and absolutely, just look at the passion, the innovation, the talent of the team. So absolutely, there are options to support. I've been impressed by the level of the team, and first thing I want to do is to thank everyone for investing their time on trying to solve some of the most challenging issues that we have in the planet and the most urgent ones. So thank you for that. That's my first thing. And the other thing is you put me on a spot, and I'm happy to take that. So let me offer kind of 4 ideas for the teams to follow up. The first thing is that leverage our technology, right? I've seen that some of the teams are leveraging our technology, but we are investing and creating a specific technology for sustainability have a look at the planetary computer, have a look at the Microsoft Cloud for Sustainability. This is something you can leverage to accelerate your innovation. Second thing, hey, you feel you're ready for a startup program? We have one. So if you feel that you are really ready, that you have a major idea, knock our door and we have a plan and we have a roadmap and we have a startup program that maybe you can leverage. The third thing, this is a hackathon, but we have many hackathons and we have a lot of hackathons focused on climate. You can go, you can repeat, you can learn from more hackathons, and as more as you're participating, the more you are going to accelerate innovation. And the last one, and I'm going to make a special call to Seagull, which is one of the teams here in the hackathon. They're one of our partners, and they can probably speak about how we are supporting them on driving impact around sustainability. So 4 options, all of them for you teams to leverage, and really thank you for your time and investing on this.
Thanks so much, Louise. From Microsoft, remember, get involved. This is a good platform to connect with people, right?
Great platform. Find them on LinkedIn or in the Microsoft Teams chat.
In the Teams chat as well. Go and get those Azure credits. Take advantage of this hackathon, because now you have a warm introduction to those organizations. Use it. You won't lose it. I wouldn't say use it or lose it, but just use it, because you can continue to develop going forward.
Thank you so much to all our judges. We will ask the challenge owners to stay, our 3 challenge owners. But first, we also have some
prizes.
Announcements. Yes.
The fun time, right. So we obviously have the 3 winners of the categories we're going to come to in just a second. But we've also had some extra little prizes we put in. So what is the prize, Uria, for the next people? I think it's just down there to your right. So we have, this is a prize won by several people. Microsoft bag. It's actually quite a nice bag.
It's nice.
Lots of nice departments. Look at it on Uria. Walk us around, Uria. Oh, if you can get your arm in. Look, how good does she look? How good does she look? I hope we get one now. I'm looking at the Microsoft team behind the cameras here too. So to celebrate the winners of the Cloud Skills Challenge, we had 41 participants in the Cloud Skills Challenge who learnt how to create an app in the cloud, how to use AI services in your solution, and how to build a sustainable software. There are 8 participants who got the full score in those areas, so well done. There's multiple challenges running in parallel here. So the winners are, let's get that poster up again. The winners are Katie Yang and Vahe.
Kanyan.
Well done, Uria. You're better than me. Well done. Congratulations to you and your teams. You have all won a Microsoft backpack. We will be in contact just after the show and make sure we get them to you. Or should we just take them and we'll pretend to get them to them? Then we'll be able to,
We love them, yes. All right, there are 2 more winners, I believe, because there was a selfie challenge. Remember the selfie we took? Did we win? Did we win?
I hope so. We can also just say we won.
Yeah, we won.
Because we're in charge of the show. So.
No, but we actually have 2 winners for the selfie challenge. Congratulations to Tony and to Shanavas with team.
Brilliant.
Okay, so
congratulations to them. Well done. You've won a Microsoft Azure backpack.
This one.
And also, look at that styling. Give us a 12, Lydia. One more 12.
No.
Thank you so much for participating, giving us your time and your energy throughout this, because it's been a fantastic journey. Hopefully, this is the first, if not definitely not the last, hackathon you will take part in. So,
it's such good vibes with hackathons.
I know it is,
love it.
yeah,
I hope
really.
you enjoyed it, really.
I know it was a digital hackathon, which is unique because you're talking to people on Teams, connecting with, what was it? We had India, we had Nigeria,
Canada,
Finland, Norway, of course, around the world. So it's fantastic. So we've been stalling because we're going to get to the main awards now. So we have 3 grand prizes, one by Hub Ocean and Cognite, of course, one from Inditex and one from DMB, of course. So I would like to invite on the owner of the category for Hub Ocean and Cognite, Christian. Are you there, my friend?
Challenge partner.
Yes.
Challenge partner there. All right, so we also are going to do something fun, so stay with us, everyone. Because Uri and I also want to have some fun.
Yes.
I have to see if I get this the right way. So Christian, I think I'm going to hand it over to you, my man. And you're going to let us know who the winner is. I hope you're all at home going to join us in a little drum roll. Christian, over to you, my friend. You let us know when you want to make the announcement.
Okay. So the winner of Challenge 1 is Avera. Automated vessel emissions and routing.
Avera! Well done. Well done. Okay. We didn't think this through. Who's going to clear this one up? Well done, Avera. That's 1,500 euros to you, my friend. Christian,
Yes.
Favorite thing about the product?
Yeah, I mean, it's they were able to do so much in such a short amount of time, and it was impressive to see the dashboard they've made, and everything was working. So yeah, great project.
Thanks so much, Christian. All right, we're going to play their submission video.
So, hi everyone. So, we will be presenting our prototype entitled Avera, acronym for Automated Vessel Emissions and Route Analysis. So, this project will solve the challenge number one, which is zero emission and nature-friendly maritime transportation. This will be providing data monitoring for vessel emission and other variables such as route and vessel categories. For the architecture, we query and process data from Azure, which was provided in form of blob files, and another one is from a SQL database. Then we utilize Python to process the data, then pass it back again to a Azure database. For the prototype, we implemented a simple cluster modeling regarding vessel information to add insight to the dashboard. For the dashboard, we utilize Azure for making a live web app and also integrated embedded Power BI dashboard for the visualization. So for the demo, this one. So this is the main dashboard for Avera. So it contains the route information and also the CO2 emissions for specific vessel type. For the demo, we subset it to a data for Subic Bay. Then you can see here from ports from Subic Bay, then to ports to other ports available. Then this is an interactive dashboard where the operator or other stakeholders can filter it. As for the modeling, we implemented a simple k-means clustering for the vessel types, and we have identified that 4 clusters, which is related to the year of build. You can see the division on this one. Further iterations of this dashboard can utilize other complex machine learning models. For the hourly emissions, we also created a dashboard in tabular form, and you can also filter it by vessel type and other variables, and you can see the breakdown of the emissions on the 7 available emission types. As for the route analysis, here's a prototype. We visualize the routes using the subset again, the vessels passing Subic Bay, and you can see here the arrival by ports and where they depart from the ports. They can also see the average speed and average distance for vessels routing to Subic Bay. So that's for the dashboard prototype. So for the Avera team members, you can reach out to them via GitHub, and here are the team members. That's all. Thank you.
Well done,
Well
Avera.
done.
Thanks, Hub Ocean and Cognite for the challenge. So, second challenge. Uri is ready with a gun. Here we go.
Already, but I'll have to wait for Jose, who's coming from Indiedex, and will tell us who the winner is. We're excited. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the winner of the
Well, let's go.
challenge-
Ready? 1, 2, 3. The winner of the grand prize from Inditex is
Carbon footprint management.
Carbon footprint. Oh!
No!
Oh!
I did it! Congratulations!
Well done to you.
Done.
Well done. This has gone everywhere. We didn't think this one through. I'm only kidding. But well done to you, Jose. Fantastic product. You said earlier how amazed you were with the solutions that came through. Should we go see their video as well?
Yes. Congratulations.
Well done to them, man. Well done to them. That was really cool visualizations.
Yes,
I mean, they had the music. I hope you enjoyed a little dance there. Everyone around us in the studio was actually dancing too. Well done to you. We're going to do one more of these. Okay, so for our third grand prize, the third challenge set by DNB, I'd like to invite back Aiko. She's not been drinking some of the sake she's been making. Maybe that could be part of one of the prizes, Aiko. Send you some miso, sure. Could you make miso sake? Or is that actually what sake is?
No, not really. You cannot make sake out of miso, but
Wouldn't it be good?
but it's the same culture.
Same quality. All right. Okay.
The culture. It's the same culture that you use.
Exactly. So the third challenge, Aiko, are we ready? Are you ready? There's still a few teams of the 16 submitted that are sitting there on the edge of their seats right now. We're going to try and build this one up. Aiko, over to you.
Yes. So the winner for the DMB's challenge is...
Drum roll, please.
Seagull.
Well done to you. Woo. All right. This is really creating a bit of a mess, but I love it. A celebration of a mess. Aiko, thank you for being a judge, being part of the jury. Thanks to all the other jury as well. I think let's hear from that team.
On our planet, there lives a lot of people, and these people live in houses. These houses consume electricity for heating, cooling, hot water, lighting, and other electrical appliances. In the EU, producing 1 kilowatt hour of electricity puts roughly 200 grams of CO2 into the atmosphere. With an international electricity market and the limited capabilities of storing potential energy in hydropower, we all need to save electricity where possible. We know some houses are more efficient than other houses. That is why we have an energy rating of houses in Norway. But there are an issue with the energy rating. One issue is that only 30% of private homes currently have an energy rating. So our mission is to detect buildings that have high improvement potential when it comes to energy. This can, again, save cost for owners. It can help the government meet their climate goals. We save the planet, and we can sell improvement loans. So for this, we can drive campaigns that are targeted. We can target funding towards high potential, and we can work with building societies to get a higher volume of high potential buildings when it comes to energy consumption. So the data sets that we've used is data from fin.no for buildings, for data on power consumption for buildings, and statistical data on buildings. The technology that we used is Azure Logic Apps for the integration. We use Azure Storage, Python, and Google Data Studio. So back to the mission. To detect buildings that have high improvement potential. From the data of houses that have an energy label, we have trained a model that can predict the most likely energy rating for a house, given some parameters. The model has some potential weaknesses. It might be that the houses that has gotten an energy label has been labeled because the owners know it will score higher than the average. Some investigation remains to see if this is the case and what needs to be done to correct this. Second weakness is that there are huge individual differences. So this is just a high statistical probability, not an exact result. But the gold always hides in the dirt. If we can detect the anomalies from this model, it will give us some interesting insight. The houses that are better than the expected rating can be guiding stars and give us knowledge about the optimal energy rating for a segment of housing. If information from property owners and ANOVA is collected, it can give us insight into what can be done to increase the energy rating. And on the other side, the buildings with a lower than expected energy rating have great improvement potential. We want to target the owners of these buildings, to target these for campaigns, fundings, and loans, and meet our mission. So this is a view of Oslo. Using the model, we have detected which buildings in red has high potential and which in green are the ones that already have a better than expected energy rating.
Well done.
Well done to you. So a reminder of the three winners there. We had Avera, well done to you, winning that first challenge. Hub, Ocean, and Cognite. Carbon Footprint Management, well done to you, Inditex prize. And finally, DNB's challenge, Sergal, we just saw them there. Again, using nice visualizations. It's amazing what teams can do.
In such a short amount of time.
Such a short amount of time, it's incredible. So, we got a few people to thank before we move on to the last bit.
Yes, especially our challenge owners, of course. Christian coming from Hub, Ocean, and Cognite, and Jose, Inditex, and Aiko from DNB.
Thank you so much for joining us, as well as our judges. So 3 of them were there already. But we also have Aiden, Glensa from Microsoft, Louise from Microsoft as well, Paraskevi as well, and Rita from Maze Impact. Get involved.
And also, thanks to all the technical advisors that we had from the coaches coming from Microsoft and Nvidia.
Yes, we had 20 coaches from Nvidia and Microsoft who supported the teams throughout the program. Thank you so much for being part of all of this. Now, winners, we will reach out to you to make sure you get those prizes, the money, the backpacks for those who also won the selfie challenge and the other point systems as well. Challenge owners, thank you once again for taking part in this. This was an exclusive partnership. There's our challenge owners once again, Hub Ocean, Cognite, DNB, and Inditex.
And thanks to our exclusive partner, Microsoft, you can see here, and then...
Look how cool the set is, by the way. Look how deep it goes. It can go all the way back here. Maybe we should have done the show like this earlier. It's been quite an incredible production, really.
Yes, it has.
Thank you to Maxime and Xiaopeng, who have put it all together from Microsoft. Of course, Maximum as well, who have been the organization partner. Janice, Clara, and let's not forget the tech gentlemen around us who've put this production together.
And also from the technical partner, Nvidia.
Accelerator partners. We also have our community partners you can see on the screen now. Community partners helping us to gain access to the broader tech community. Accelerator partners being a touch point to the startup ecosystem, which is so important because many of these solutions might evolve into businesses. So now you know which accelerators, Maze, you could go apply to. There's a few others in Oslo as well, like a Catapult, is a really good one. And hey, reach out to Udia or myself. We'd be happy to see if we can help you in the next stage of your journey.
We're on LinkedIn.
We're on LinkedIn. Surprise, surprise. But hit us up. Hit everyone up. Get to know one another. Congrats to the teams again. And don't hesitate to get in touch with Microsoft, as we've said. They are here for your success, as the team and Aidan have said as well, Louise as well. Get involved, borrow, steal, and no, maybe not steal, but definitely take access to the Azure credits they're going to provide to everyone if you get in touch and join their startup programs.
Yes, and here we are two QR codes where you can learn more about the sustainable software engineering you see on the left here, or on the right, you can download the Sustainable Futures ebook. So make sure to screenshot this or just like take the,
And
put
honestly,
your camera up now.
the ebook is a really useful resource just because it's full of inspiring customer stories and how they've taken existing climate challenges and built onto those. So I wish you all the best of luck. Congratulations to the finalists. Anything you want to say, Udia?
Just thank you for joining and helping create a better world. That's like when you're using your spare time to help out to create a better planet. That's just like, thank you. We need people like you.
Thank you.
Going.
Keep hacking.
Yes.
I'm Matt C. Smith. This is Udia After All, and I'm about to steal this backpack. Ciao, everyone.
Bye.
Take care. Thanks for taking part. And I'm off. Bye.